His Excellency, our President Tinubu say he want to borrow another $7.8 billion. Convert time, that's like some 7.something trillion. You remember that time when Buhari dey for power, I tell una say the next person coming into power will not borrow in millions again, they will borrow in trillions. It didn't happen, I mean, it never happen. Shey I tell una say dollar go still enter 1,000 to $1. They say I be prophet of doom. It didn't happen, it never happen. $1 is even 1,300, which they here say I don't know whether it don't come down. I want you to look at this picture. They say, look at it. His Excellency our President Tinubu writes to the Senate to borrow another, emphasis, another. When they put another, means there was something that has happened before. It means he don't borrow another one before. I will look for that figure and put in the course of this video. Now, it is not the borrowing that is my problem. Just like a lot of people come and write in the comment section, you come and say every nation the whole, even America save the whole. But I don't know whether China the whole. Even if then the whole for the right reasons. Because they hold their citizens to high esteem. They know they hold people money. In our own country, they hold people money. Yeah, there's difference. Now listen, it is not a bad idea to borrow. Show me one successful nation that has not borrowed before. Not even Dubai or the Emirates can say they've never borrowed before. Once upon a time, some 3 decades ago, places like Dubai, the government of Dubai wrote to Nigeria to support them. Go and do your fact check if I dey lie. Now, what is my concern about this whole thing? If you notice, for like 2 months, I have not been commenting on anything that concerns the nation. I just focus on doing my stand-up comedy because that is what I am so good at. But I will not close my mouth and just pretend like everything is okay. I kukuma know they look for any favor before. In the last week here, or some few days back, there has been trending news that the presidency in the extra budget of 21.something trillion, I be 2.1, I don't know which of these two figures, but it's in trillion extra budget that is made. That 5 billion was budgeted for yacht. That is in good English. For the one who understand yacht, I'll put the picture. This thing for presidency, 5 billion naira. Do you now know the power of when we come outside to talk about the ridiculousness of some of these things these people project and say they want to procure, that it's not in the benefit of our citizens? Do you know that when we stand up and speak against it, it makes a lot of sense? What did the presidency now come out to say? They came out to debunk it, that the presidency did not request for a presidential yacht. It was actually the Navy that wanted it. Even if it is the Navy, what are they using a yacht for? For party, I be me. What concern Navy, no be warships and all that. What are we using a yacht for? To do what? To do party? I don't understand. No wonder the president, when he entered power, he did not go to Aso Rock for so many months. He was operating for, I don't know where they say they operate from, but in Abuja. Maybe it's not finding Aso Rock comfortable anymore. He just want the cruise. Because the nation is on the cruise already. Nigeria the cruise already. So he need the yacht to use as the catch cruise. I mean, is that the reason? The Navy does not need a yacht for 5 billion naira. How many warships do we have? How many warships can the Nigerian Navy boast that they have in the artillery? How many? You remember one time when China drove their warship to the shores of Lagos and it rose national concern? You remember? When some people do not understand what it means. Can Nigeria get that kind of thing? Una want to use 5 billion naira say una won't buy it. Even if na for Navy or presidency, it is a very ridiculous expenditure. Do you understand me? Go and ask a lance corporal or maybe a sergeant in the Navy. Can they boast that their salary is up to 150,000 naira? with the current challenge and the cost of living in Nigeria? Can they boast? Can a Navy officer who is a sergeant pay school fees for 2 of his children or 3 from the salary of 150,000? You are very huge, 5 billion naira. Can that not be used to better the life of the officers in the Nigerian Navy, if at all it is the Navy that has asked for that? Of course, the Navy cannot come outside to debunk this because the presidency don't push up for their head. He won't pay for and I dictate my tones. They speak their English. It's not my father language. So as they shift and come their head, they go collect them because it is the commander-in-chief that I said na Navy na request them. These are just political games. Are you not seeing how a sitting governor is being disgraced in another state? A governor that has immunity is being disgraced by a person when no get immunity. That is the level Nigeria has become. Everything that concerns our life is tied to politics. But it is until we learn to push humanity before politics, that is when we will experience growth in Africa. It is so unbelievable that countries like Togo, some of these African countries, their currency currently is having value compared to Naira. Everything Naira is going down. You can't even go to Mali and spend Naira. Naira don't go down. For there, they no respect Naira for Mali again. Not talking about Naira, Mali. And serious here. How can you go and borrow 7.8 billion naira? I agree you want to use it to form budget for sustainable development or whatever, everything you are talking about. But how do you want to explain that out of the 7.8 billion dollars you are borrowing to fund the deficit of our budget as a nation, you are using 5 billion naira to buy a fancy yacht that is not even a warship? Go see some policemen. If you see their gun, if you see the gun, the way the gun wash, if you see the way the gun wash, you people know this thing I'm talking about. If you see some police gun, if you mistakenly even pass near the gun fit trigger himself because he don't wash wetin no good. Do you know what 5 billion is? Feel like say una no dey understand. 5 billion naira. You know wetin be 5 billion naira? You need 999 million, 1 billion. They don't tip money, so tell money figure save. No, they even pay on to pronounce. 5 billion to buy yacht for president. Do you know how people suffer? I heard some copper complaining which they say, then so they delay to even pay them their alawi. 5 billion. So now we vote you as president to go they do nightclub, or they every wetin happen? Papa don kukuma old, wetin they need yacht for? I beg, may we call spade. Wetin no good, may we talk say no good. Whether na Navy need am or na presidency need am, it is a very, very unbelievable expenditure. It's not good. Except when I just want to be hypocrite for this country. Nobody want just the talk truth. Yeah, it's 5 billion. Tyler, when I come here, I would base.